Guys, deluded, I'm back again. YouTube's N'Golo Kante. You guys know I might not be a Wolves fan. My allegiance is with Arsenal, but I'm a football purist and I love good football and I can appreciate other clubs in it. So Wolves, I've been impressed with how they've started life to the Premier League. It's a long season. We can't draw too many conclusions. There's 34 Premier League games alone left. We're only in September, but so far so good. I've been impressed with. I actually went to West Ham versus Wolves, courtesy of tickets that a friend gave me. Big up yourselves and them things there. Big up Pep Talk UK as well for also allowing me to go North London Derby last year. So yeah, check their podcast out, them and do their thing as well. But back to this, I was impressed with. Yeah, it might have been a dying ember get a goal in Darman Traore scored in the 90th minute, but I was impressed with how Nuno set up away from home tactically. They were doubling up versus the fullbacks 2v1. They were rigid in midfield. Centre halves did what they needed to do. They were probably lacking a bit of quality in the final third creating, but you get the point in it. Manchester City, good point for them. They could have arguably won that if City didn't get out of jail. Again, good tactics, man. They're doing their thing. So Nuno, I like him as well. He's a good manager. He's a bit of an anomaly in that there's not too many managers that look like him as well in the Premier League. So you can see the reasons to support him in it. So he's a good tactically. They're doing their thing with the transfers. People gassing up their transfers a lot, but in a day and age where a lot of promoted clubs sign a lot of crap for quality wise, they brought in Martinho, who I felt was very good. It's been good. Neves clearly one day is going to be joining the elite clubs, and there's a lot of other players. I think Bowley, their centre half's decent as well. So they've got good tactics. They've got a good emphasis on bringing in quality players or players that Wolves fans 2 years ago or so might not have thought would come to the club. So they're doing all they can to stay in the league. But I must admit, upon finding out, and I've got it here, people, they're actually setting up a partnership with a second division club. Where is it? In Spain, actually. They're called FC Jumilla. I've never heard of them before, but allegedly they're setting up a partnership with them. And what actually interests me to make a video from this is they're sending 9 players or so on loan. And the following players, I've never seen any of them. So if Wolves fan, if you know them, innit? It's Ryan Leake, Ming Yang, Sylvan Dislands, Aaron Simpson, Jack Roddy, Will Randall Horan, Bobaka Hahn, Donovan Wilson, and Ben Stevenson. 9 players will head to that Segunda B side, in which they've announced this partnership, and they've said it's designed to aid the development of young Wolves players by sending them on loan to play senior football in an alternative environment and in a competitive league. In return, FC Jumilla, forgive me if I've butchered their name, will benefit from sending their coaches and staff on scheduled trips to Wolverhampton, where they will learn from expert coaches and backroom staff. So that's a good partnership. The players, I don't know if these players are genuinely players that have potential to make the first team at Wolves, or they're just being sent there to play and deal with this partnership stuff. I don't know in it, but if they do have potential, it's nice that they're going to be playing senior football in a different environment, learn the language. Segunda B is very cutthroat compared to under 23 football, assuming that's where the level they're at. So there's a lot. Ultimately, the coaches, not only will the FC Jumilla coaches benefit from that, the Wolves coaches, because if you teach someone, as well as them learning, you also learn as well. You get to learn how you deliver speech, how you implement stuff. Obviously, if you're teaching someone something, it makes you sharpen up a bit, because you don't want to teach people things wrong. You don't want to feel shame. You don't want people to poke holes at you. So you're going to make sure you know what you're talking about. So it will enable the coaches to become better teachers. If you become better teachers, you're ultimately a better coach. Ultimately, the coaches that might not have the access to coaching resources and courses and all them things that Wolves managers and coaches have, they'll benefit from that. So it's a good partnership, to be honest with you. And when you consider they've got a good manager, they've got clearly a board where whether they're dealing with Mendes or not, they're bringing in players of a good caliber. They're doing all they can to grow as a club. Whether I don't know what they're doing commercially, but they're doing all they can to kind of set up for some sort of long-term success. So I really hope they stay in the league, to be fair with you, man. So yeah, there's not really much to say, people, with you, to say anymore with you guys. But yeah, man, I just thought I'd comment on this, to be fair. If you support Wolves, you know about these players and you definitely know about the matter more than me. But as for my 2 pence, guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest if you wish. I'm out.